But I also liked you in red, green, and white. Let's play hockey, Minnesota.
Yes.
The only way to start this interview is
I'm gonna need y'all to get loud, get rowdy, and get wild!
Get wild! Get wild!
what was the conversation like with your mom afterwards? Because, like, I'm sure she saw you chugging beers. Like, what was that call like?
You know, listen, we're Norwegian, so, and we're Catholic, so we drink a lot, you know, there's no doubt. But she was saying, you took that one down pretty quick. So,
was she impressed?
She was real impressed. So she knew I learned that one from Iowa.
Okay. and I also heard that, you know, when you were a kid, you didn't eat much.
Nah.
Like your mom had to force you to eat.
I just wasn't hungry.
I also heard when you didn't eat, you had some of these.
Oh yeah, let me see them. These and the Sour Patch Kids.
So you go, but you know, so what I just learned the other day is that the green is not green apple anymore, it's lime. So the green Skittles are lime. Is there a favorite Skittle that you like?
Purple.
Grape? Mm-hmm. I mean, I know you just signed to the Vikings and we wear the color purple, but why purple if it's not that?
I just like purple Airhead,
Okay.
Jolly Rancher. The purple just be good to me. I never knew green was lime though.
Really?
No.
Green apple was the worst flavor in the Skittles pack.
You think so?
Absolutely.
It's in too.
One thing you are good at is coaching though. So I'm gonna have you put your coaching hat on for this.
All right, let's do it.
It's a game called Start, Bench, or Cut.
Start, bench, or cut. All right.
So first, I know you're a big New York Knicks fan. So we
Grew up a Knicks fan for sure.
From New York.
Yeah.
Start, bench, cut. Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley, Amari Stoudemire.
Oh, that's tough. I mean, I love Stoudemire, but I'm gonna have to cut him.
Okay.
And now this is a tough one between Oakley and Ewing. I'm gonna start Oakley, and I'm a bench Pat. I'm a defensive rebound guy. That's me. That's my game. You know, I'm a dirty work guy.
I hear that.
So I'm gonna start Oakley.
So let's go defense for this next one. Scottie Pippen, Ron Artest, or Dennis Rodman.
I gotta cut Meta. Unfortunately, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to start Scottie Pippen, and I'm gonna have to bench Rodman. I think I can get enough defense and scoring out of Scottie.
I feel like when it comes to just African culture, the first thing I think about is music. And behind us right now, we got the boomer. We can't play music, but can you grab the boomer for us?
We got the bump box with it. Shout out to Rob.
Talk to me, man.
So I'm a big music guy. I started doing this bump box thing at Oklahoma. Had a bump box for when we traveled in.
So you really put the boom in Boomer Sooner.
I would say so, man. Brought a lot of energy, you know. A lot of people know me. I'm a big energy guy, and music is a big part of who I am as a person. So I connected the two, and it was good, man. We were able to get hyped together, and bringing it here is kind of like the same thing, man. And bringing this energy to the team, playing music, and I kind of got the aux cord everywhere I go now, and I mean it's pretty cool.
When you look at the wide receiver position, if you could build the perfect wide receiver, talking about head, body type, speed, hands.
I think I've seen one of these before on social media. The brains, the smarts, I would have to go with Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
Very, very smart. Okay. I'm not able to see that in the film room. Tyreek Hill speed.
Okay.
I would do the body type of like a DK Metcalf, like one of those bigger style, Julio.
Yeah.
And then the route runner, I gotta go with my guy Jay Jettis. So I mean, I feel like that in the hands. I mean, I feel like right there, you got an unstoppable receiver.
I'm gonna have you exclude yourself for this next question. If you could have a Mount Rushmore of Vikings greats, who would the four be, excluding yourself?
If you're gonna start that way, you have to start with the Honorable Alan Page. And you gotta start with some defense. Like you gotta start with a player that, kind of redefined his position. And then as a man on and off the field, this guy went on to be a judge, to be a Supreme Court judge. So that right there, you'd have to start that way.
Okay.
And if I had two in the first round, it would be, you gotta pick Fran Tarkenton.
Okay, wow. Okay.
The iconic figure in his style of play. A lot of Vikings fans were developed in those early 70s by Fran Tarkenton, playing the game. And then after that, it becomes very, very difficult to separate the rest of them. But I'm gonna have to pick five because you have to pick Randy Moss in there.
Okay.
He's one of the most dominant players in the history of the game.
Ever.
You have to pick Randall McDaniel because to me, consistently, he's one of the greatest players I ever played with. And I had 8 Hall of Fame teammates in Philadelphia and here in Minnesota, and then Johnny Randall. Johnny Randall to me was the energy. If you're gonna have a team, you're gonna need somebody to be able to bring the energy on a consistent basis. So Johnny Randall, probably the closest Viking that I'm to. Amazing example, not drafted, not compared to those other players, not drafted. Started off running down on the kickoff team for the Vikings, ended up with a gold jacket. Moss speaks of itself. Randall McDaniel is one of the best offensive linemen in the history of the game. And Fran and the Honorable Mr. Page, I think that's a pretty good team to start with.